Traditional finance is a crumbling fortress built on trust in institutions that no longer serve you. The cracks are widening, and your purchasing power is leaking through the gaps. It is time to look at the math. Ethereum is not just a digital coin, it is the world's first decentralized supercomputer. It runs on code, not promises. When you eliminate the middleman, you eliminate the corruption and the hidden fees of the past. Proof of stake is the engine of sustainability for the new economy. By securing the network with capital, we create a system that rewards participation rather than raw power consumption. This is the future of security. Smart contracts are digital laws that execute themselves perfectly every single time. There is no judge to bribe and no bank to slow down the process. The code is the final authority in this new world. Take a moment to look at the resilience of the local economy. Value often hides in tradition, but true growth happens when we connect those traditions to a global, borderless network. Stability is found in diversification. Staking your assets allows you to earn native yield while supporting the network's integrity. It is like owning a piece of the internet's infrastructure and collecting a toll for its use. This is passive income redefined. Governance tokens give you a seat at the table. In the old world, decisions were made behind closed doors. Now, the community votes on the protocol's direction. Your voice is finally backed by your stake. Decentralized autonomous organizations represent the ultimate evolution of human coordination. No CEOs, no hierarchies, just collective intelligence governed by transparent rules on the blockchain. We are building a society that belongs to everyone involved. Liquid staking is a breakthrough that solves the capital efficiency problem. You can secure the network and remain liquid at the same time. It is the best of both worlds for any serious, long-term digital investor. Look at the harvest. Real wealth is grown over seasons, not seconds. In the quiet of nature, we remember that true value is something you plant, nurture, and protect. Patience is the greatest asset in any portfolio. Roll-ups are the secret to scaling the digital economy to billions of users. By processing transactions off-chain and proving them on-chain, we achieve massive speed without sacrificing the core security that makes the blockchain valuable. Zero-knowledge proofs are a miracle of mathematics. They allow you to prove a statement is true without revealing the underlying data. This is the ultimate tool for privacy in an age of constant, intrusive digital surveillance. Layer 2 solutions are the highways of the new internet. While the main chain provides the foundation, these networks provide the speed and low costs necessary for everyday global commerce. Efficiency is finally within our reach. Data availability is the silent backbone of the modular blockchain future. If the data isn't there, the system isn't secure. We are moving toward a world where information is permanently accessible and completely verifiable by anyone. The tide reminds us that liquidity flows in cycles. Just as the ocean moves, so does capital. Understanding the rhythm of the market is more important than reacting to every individual wave that hits the shore. The modular blockchain thesis changes everything. By separating execution, settlement, and data, we can build a system that is infinitely more flexible and powerful. We are no longer limited by the constraints of monolithic designs. Appchains allow developers to build customized environments for specific needs. Imagine a world where every application has its own dedicated economy and rules, yet remains connected to a massive, global network of shared and proven security. Interoperability is the final piece of the puzzle. For too long, blockchains were isolated islands. Now, we are building the bridges that allow value and information to flow freely between every network in the entire ecosystem. Account abstraction makes the blockchain invisible to the end user. We are removing the complexity of seed phrases and gas fees, making digital ownership as easy as using an email address. Mass adoption is right around the corner. In the heart of the forest, we find balance. A healthy ecosystem thrives on diversity and interconnectedness. Your financial strategy should mirror this natural law. Growth requires deep roots and a very steady, calm environment. Bitcoin is the digital gold of our era, the hardest money ever discovered. Its fixed supply of 21 million makes it the perfect hedge against the endless printing of fiat currency. It is the ultimate foundation. The halving is a built-in mechanism that ensures Bitcoin's scarcity increases over time. Every 4 years, the issuance drops, creating a predictable supply shock. This is programmed discipline that no central bank can ever hope to match. Ordinals have brought digital artifacts to the Bitcoin network. We are now seeing a cultural layer being built directly on the most secure foundation in existence. It turns out that Bitcoin can be much more than money. The Lightning Network is Bitcoin's answer to global payments. It allows for near-instant transactions with virtually zero fees, all while maintaining the security of the underlying base layer. It is the future of everyday digital commerce. Observe the precision of the mountains. They have stood for eons, unchanged by the winds. Your core investments should be just as immovable. Don't let the noise of the valley distract you from the peaks above. Stable coins are the bridge between the old world and the new. They provide the price stability of fiat with the speed and transparency of the blockchain. They are the primary tool for global, borderless financial inclusion. DeFi lending allows you to be the bank. You can provide liquidity to a global pool and earn interest without a middleman taking a cut. It is a more efficient, transparent way to put your capital to work. Decentralized exchanges allow for peer-to-peer trading without an intermediary. You keep control of your private keys and your assets at all times. In this system, you are the one truly in charge of your own financial destiny. Yield farming is the process of putting your digital assets to work across various protocols to maximize returns. It is complex, but it represents the cutting edge of capital efficiency in the modern, decentralized financial landscape. Under the desert sun, we see the importance of endurance. Success isn't about the fastest start, it's about who can withstand the heat and stay the course. Build your portfolio to survive the harshest possible conditions. The real-world asset revolution is bringing traditional finance onto the blockchain. Everything from real estate to treasury bills is being tokenized. This brings 24/7 liquidity and transparency to assets that were previously opaque and very slow. Tokenizing real estate allows for fractional ownership on a global scale. You no longer need millions to invest in prime property. You can own a piece of a skyscraper and collect rent digitally every single day. On-chain credit markets are opening up access to capital for businesses around the world. By removing geographic barriers and traditional gatekeepers, we are creating a more equitable and efficient global lending system for everyone, everywhere. Digital identity is the next frontier of the internet. By owning your own identity data on the blockchain, you can interact with services without giving up your privacy. You become the sole owner of your personal digital footprint. In the city, we see the power of infrastructure. A city is only as strong as its foundations. The same is true for your wealth. Ensure your base layer is solid before you build toward the sky. The metaverse is not just a game. It is the next iteration of the social and economic internet. Digital ownership of land and assets in these spaces will be the foundation of a massive new global economy. Non-fungible tokens represent unique digital ownership. From art to music to legal contracts, NFTs allow us to verify the scarcity and provenance of any digital item. They are the building blocks of the new creative economy. Social DeFi is merging social networks with financial incentives. Imagine a world where your followers and your influence are tangible assets that you own and can monetize directly. The middleman platforms are becoming completely obsolete now. GameFi is turning play into a source of income. By incorporating blockchain technology, players can truly own their in-game items and earn real value for their time. It is a fundamental shift in the global gaming industry. Out on the water, we learn to navigate the currents. You cannot control the wind, but you can adjust your sails. Adaptability is the key to surviving and thriving in any market cycle you might face. Central bank digital currencies are coming, but they are not the same as decentralized crypto. They offer efficiency, but at the cost of total surveillance. Understanding the difference is critical for protecting your personal and financial freedom. Privacy coins and protocols are essential tools for a free society. As more of our lives move online, the ability to transact privately becomes a fundamental human right. We must defend the right to financial anonymity and safety. Self-custody is the most important lesson in crypto. If you don't hold your own private keys, you don't truly own your money. Taking responsibility for your own security is the first step toward true financial independence. Hardware wallets are the gold standard for securing your digital assets. By keeping your keys offline, you protect yourself from the vast majority of digital threats. Invest in your security before you invest in any new assets. Watching the campfire, we realize that wealth is energy. It must be managed carefully or it will burn out. Feed the fire slowly and steadily to ensure it lasts through the coldest parts of the night. Multi-party computation is a breakthrough in wallet security. It allows for shared control of assets without ever exposing the full private key in one place. This is the future of institutional-grade security for everyone's digital wealth. Oracle networks connect the blockchain to the real world. They provide the external data that smart contracts need to execute. Without reliable oracles, the decentralized economy would be a closed loop. They are the essential link. Cross-chain bridges allow value to move between different ecosystems. While they carry risks, they are essential for creating a unified global digital economy. We are moving toward a future where every blockchain is connected seamlessly together. MEV, or maximum extractable value, is a complex but vital part of blockchain economics. It involves the profit that can be made by reordering transactions within a block. Understanding it is key to understanding network incentives. Driving through the open road, we see the importance of the journey. Wealth is not a destination, it is a way of moving through the world. Stay focused on the road ahead and enjoy the changing landscape. The Ethereum roadmap is a multi-year plan to make the network faster and more secure. From the merge to the surge and beyond, the goal is to build a global settlement layer that can support billions. Proto-danksharding is a major step toward making Layer 2 transactions even cheaper. By creating a temporary space for data blobs, we can significantly reduce the cost of scaling Ethereum. The road to mass adoption is being paved. The concept of the merge turned Ethereum into a yield-bearing asset. It eliminated the need for energy-intensive mining and replaced it with a system of economic security. This made Ethereum both greener and more financially robust. Censorship resistance is the most valuable property of a public blockchain. It ensures that no government or corporation can stop you from using your money. It is the ultimate guarantee of your personal sovereignty and freedom. In the quiet of the morning, we find clarity. The best decisions are made when the world is still. Take the time to think deeply about your long-term goals before the noise of the day begins. Decentralized physical infrastructure networks, or DePIN, are using crypto incentives to build real-world systems like wireless networks and energy grids. We are using the blockchain to rebuild the physical world from the ground up. Regenerative finance, or ReFi, uses the blockchain to solve environmental and social problems. By creating economic incentives for positive impact, we can use the power of the market to heal the planet and our local communities. AI and blockchain are the two most powerful technologies of our time. When they converge, we will see autonomous agents managing assets and executing complex strategies on our behalf. The efficiency gains will be absolutely staggering for everyone. The FAT protocol thesis suggests that value in the crypto world accumulates at the base layer rather than the application layer. By owning a piece of the protocol, you own the infrastructure of the entire internet. Standing on the bridge, we see how far we have come. The old world is behind us, and the new world is just beginning. Cross over with confidence, knowing that the future belongs to those who prepare. Decentralized storage is the foundation of a permanent web. By spreading data across a global network instead of central servers, we ensure that information can never be censored, deleted, or held hostage by a single corporation. IPFS and Filecoin are transforming how we think about digital memory. We are moving from location-based addressing to content-based addressing. If a file exists anywhere on the network, it can be found and verified with math. The concept of sovereign data allows you to take your digital life with you. Your history, your assets, and your reputation belong to you, not the platforms you use. This is the true meaning of Web 3. Privacy-preserving computation allows for data analysis without exposing the raw data itself. This is critical for medical research and sensitive financial modeling. We can now cooperate on a global scale while maintaining total individual confidentiality. As the sun rises over the courtyard, we see that new systems always begin in the shadows of the old. Progress is quiet, steady, and inevitable. What seems like a niche experiment today is tomorrow's global standard. L2O interoperability will soon make moving between different roll-ups as seamless as clicking a link. We are breaking down the walls between different networks to create a single, unified experience for every user on the planet. Shared sequencing is the next evolution of roll-up security. By coordinating transaction ordering across multiple chains, we can eliminate friction and create atomic transactions that span the entire modular ecosystem. The efficiency will be unprecedented. Validity proofs provide a mathematical guarantee that every transaction in a batch is correct. Unlike fraud proofs, they don't require a waiting period. This is the key to sub-second finality on a global decentralized scale. Restaking is a new primitive that allows you to use your staked assets to secure additional services. It maximizes the utility of your capital while extending the security umbrella of Ethereum to the entire decentralized web. In the silence of the library, we find that knowledge is the only investment that never loses value. Read the white papers, understand the code, and never stop questioning the status quo. Information is your best shield. Decentralized identifiers, or DIDs, allow you to prove who you are without a central authority. You can sign in to applications and verify your credentials using your own private keys. You are finally the master of your identity. Soulbound tokens are non-transferable NFTs that represent your achievements and reputation. They can't be bought or sold. They must be earned. They are the building blocks of a true meritocracy in the digital age. Attestation protocols allow us to verify real-world facts on-chain. Whether it's a university degree or a credit score, we can now bring trusted information into the trustless world of smart contracts. This expands the scope of DeFi. The social graph is moving on-chain. Your network of connections is a valuable asset that should belong to you, not a social media giant. Protocols like Lens are giving users control over their digital relationships and influence. The market is a garden. Some plants grow quickly but wither fast, while others take years to reach their full potential. Focus on the perennials, the assets with deep roots and a proven ability to weather every season. Governance minimization is the goal of mature protocols. The most resilient systems are those that require the least amount of human intervention. We want rules that are set in stone, not subject to constant political maneuvering. Optimistic governance allows for faster decision-making by assuming a proposal is valid unless challenged. It combines efficiency with the safety of community oversight. It is a more agile way to manage complex decentralized organizations and systems. Voter delegation allows you to entrust your voting power to experts you trust. It creates a representative system without the corruption of traditional politics. You can always take your power back if your delegate fails you. Quadratic voting is a mathematical way to measure the intensity of a community's preferences. It prevents a small group of wealthy holders from dominating the conversation. It ensures that the collective will is truly reflected in every vote. High in the mountains, the air is thin but the view is clear. Perspective is everything. Get above the daily volatility and look at the long-term trends. The path forward is obvious when you look from high enough. The individuation of finance means that every person can now have a customized financial experience. Your wallet is your bank, your broker, and your advisor. You have access to tools that were previously reserved for the ultra-wealthy. Permissionless innovation is the soul of crypto. Anyone, anywhere, can build a new financial product without asking for a license. This radical freedom is what drives the incredible pace of development we see in this space. Open source code is the ultimate form of transparency. In the old world, the internal logic of banks was a secret. In DeFi, the code is public and can be audited by anyone. This is radical accountability. The money Lego concept, allows developers to combine different protocols to create entirely new financial instruments. This compounding of innovation is why the decentralized economy is evolving 10 times faster than the traditional financial system. The light through the trees reminds us that clarity comes in fragments. You don't need to know everything at once. Focus on the step right in front of you, and eventually the whole path will be revealed. Yield aggregators automatically move your capital to the most profitable opportunities in the market. They act as your personal, automated fund manager, optimizing your returns 24 hours a day. This is the power of automated finance. Perpetual DEXs bring high-leverage trading to the blockchain. You can trade with power without ever giving up custody of your assets to a centralized exchange. It is professional-grade trading with the safety of decentralized ownership. Automated market makers, or AMMs, have replaced order books with mathematical formulas. They ensure that liquidity is always available for any trade, regardless of volume. This was the breakthrough that made decentralized trading truly viable. Concentrated liquidity allows you to provide capital at specific price ranges. It is a more surgical and efficient way to earn fees. It rewards the most sophisticated and active participants in the decentralized market ecosystem. Watching the waves, we see that equilibrium is a temporary state. The market is always seeking a balance it never quite finds. Accept the motion and learn to ride the swell instead of fighting against it. Modular security allows new chains to rent their safety from established networks like Ethereum or Bitcoin. This lowers the barrier to entry for new innovations while strengthening the security of the entire interconnected digital web. The security budget of a network is the cost of attacking it. As more value is staked and the price of the native asset rises, the network becomes exponentially harder to compromise. Success creates its own defensive wall. Economic finality is the point at which a transaction is mathematically impossible to reverse without a massive financial penalty. In the new economy, we don't wait for a bank to clear a check, we trust the math. Liveness is the guarantee that a network will continue to function no matter what. A truly decentralized system has no single point of failure. It is like a hydra, cut off one head and the others keep working. In the heart of the city, we see the power of density. When ideas and capital are concentrated, innovation explodes. The same is true for the blockchain. Vibrant ecosystems attract the best talent and the most capital. The Oracle problem is being solved by decentralized data networks. By aggregating information from multiple sources, we can ensure that smart contracts always act on the truth. Reliability is the bridge to the real world. Recursive snarks allow us to compress an entire blockchain's history into a single, tiny proof. This means a mobile phone can verify the state of a massive network in milliseconds. This is the key to true scalability. Parallel execution allows blockchains to process multiple transactions at the same time. It's like adding more lanes to a highway. This is how we get to the throughput required for global, high-frequency financial applications. Intents represent a shift from how to what. You simply state the result you want, and a network of solvers finds the most efficient way to achieve it. It makes the decentralized web feel like Magican-style applications. Walking through the desert, we learn the value of simplicity. In a world of infinite complexity, the most straightforward path is often the most successful. Strip away the noise and focus on the fundamental truths of value. Tokenomics is the science of designing sustainable digital economies. It is about aligning incentives so that what is good for the individual is also good for the network. A well-designed token is the heartbeat of a community. Supply dynamics, inflation, deflation, and burns determine the long-term value of an asset. Look for systems that reward holders and punish bad actors. The most successful economies are those that prioritize the long-term health of the protocol. The velocity of money in DeFi is incredibly high. Capital can move from a loan to a trade to a stake in seconds. This high efficiency is why the decentralized world can grow so much faster than traditional finance. Staking derivatives allow you to participate in DeFi while your assets are locked for security. They unlock billions in previously stagnant capital. It is a massive upgrade to the efficiency of the global proof-of-stake economy. At the edge of the canyon, we feel the scale of time. The problems of today will be forgotten tomorrow. Build something that will last, something that will be standing long after the current hype has faded away. Real-world asset vaults are bringing private credit to the blockchain. Investors can now fund real-world businesses and earn stable, non-crypto correlated yields. This is the ultimate diversification for the modern digital portfolio and long-term strategy. Tokenized gold and commodities allow you to own physical assets with the ease of a digital token. You get the safety of hard assets with the liquidity of a global exchange. It's the ancient world meeting the future. On-chain insurance protocols protect users from smart contract failures and hacks. It is a community-owned safety net that operates without the overhead and bureaucracy of traditional insurance companies. Security is a shared responsibility in this world. Prediction markets are the ultimate tool for discovering the truth. By forcing people to put money behind their opinions, we get the most accurate forecasts possible. They are the decentralization of wisdom and foresight for everyone. In the workshop, we see that tools are only as good as the person using them. Master your tools. Understand the nuances of the protocols you use. Skill is the only thing that cannot be taken from you. The Web3 stack is being built layer by layer. From identity to storage to compute, we are recreating every service of the old internet in a decentralized, user-owned way. The migration has already begun for millions. Decentralized AI allows for the training of models on private data without compromising security. It prevents the centralization of artificial intelligence in the hands of a few tech giants. We are keeping the future's brain open. Compute marketplaces allow you to rent out your idle CPU or GPU power to the highest bidder. It turns hardware into a yield-bearing asset. We are building a global, decentralized cloud that no one can shut down. The creator economy is being liberated by the blockchain. Musicians and artists can sell directly to their fans without a label or gallery taking 90%. True ownership of creative work is finally a reality for all. Under the stars, we remember that we are part of something much larger. Our financial systems should reflect our highest values. Build for a future that is open, fair, and accessible to every person under the sky. The Lindy effect suggests that the longer a technology survives, the more likely it is to continue surviving. Bitcoin and Ethereum have already passed the most difficult tests. They are the new pillars of the financial world. Anti-fragility is the ability to get stronger through stress and chaos. Decentralized systems are designed to be anti-fragile. Every hack and every crisis makes the code more robust and the community more resilient for the future. The network effect is the most powerful force in the digital economy. As more people use a protocol, it becomes more valuable for everyone. We are witnessing the largest and fastest network expansion in human history right now. Symmetric information is the goal of a fair market. On the blockchain, everyone has access to the same data at the same time. This eliminates the insider advantage that has plagued traditional finance for many centuries. By the fire, we share the stories of those who came before us. History is a cycle of centralization and decentralization. We are currently in the middle of a great liberation. Be proud to be part of it. Hyper-bitcoinization is the theory that Bitcoin will eventually become the world's primary unit of account. When the denominator is infinite, the fixed supply of money becomes the only logical truth. We are living through the great transition. Privacy is not about having something to hide. It is about having something to protect. In a world of total digital transparency, the right to keep your financial life private is the only way to remain truly free. The social recovery wallet is the bridge to the masses. By allowing friends or trusted institutions to help you recover your keys, we eliminate the fear of losing your life savings. This is security with a human face. Programmable money allows us to set conditions for payments that are enforced by code. Imagine taxes that pay themselves or dividends that stream to your wallet every second. The friction of the old world is finally melting away. In the stillness of the mountains, we see that the path to the top is never a straight line. There are valleys and plateaus. Do not lose heart when the road dips. Stay focused on the summit. Flash loans allow anyone to borrow millions of dollars with zero collateral, as long as it is paid back in the same transaction. This is the ultimate democratization of financial power. Only your intelligence and code matter now. Yield-bearing stablecoins are the new savings accounts. Why leave your money in a bank earning zero when you can hold a digital dollar that earns the native yield of the internet? The choice is becoming very obvious. Orderly liquidations in DeFi prevent systemic collapse. Unlike the backroom deals of 2008, the code automatically cleans up bad debt in public. It is a harsh but necessary discipline that keeps the entire system healthy and solvent. The infinite garden of Ethereum is a place where we all work together to build something beautiful. It is not a zero-sum game. It is a collaborative effort to expand the boundaries of what is possible for humanity. On the shores of the lake, we see that reflections can be deceiving. Don't mistake the price for the value. One is a flickering image on the surface. The other is the solid ground beneath the water. The great wealth transfer is moving capital from centralized institutions to decentralized protocols. Trillions of dollars are looking for a new home that is transparent, efficient, and beyond the reach of failing policies and old-world gatekeepers. Institutional adoption is no longer a dream, it is the current reality. The world's largest asset managers are now providing the on-ramps for the next generation of investors. The walls between Wall Street and DeFi are falling. Tokenized treasury bills bring the safety of government debt to the speed of the blockchain. You can now use the world's risk-free rate as collateral in decentralized protocols. This is the ultimate fusion of old and new. Decentralized physical infrastructure, or DePIN, is proving that crypto incentives can solve the chicken and egg problem of building real-world networks. We are crowdsourcing the infrastructure of the future, from 5G to electric vehicle charging. Walking through the autumn leaves, we are reminded that letting go is part of growth. To embrace the new economy, you must be willing to leave behind the outdated beliefs of the old one. Change is natural. Smart contract wallets are turning your account into a computer. You can set daily spending limits, whitelist addresses, and even automate your investment strategy. Your money is finally as smart as the device you use to access it. The AppChain thesis predicts a world where every major application has its own blockchain. This allows for perfect optimization and prevents one popular app from slowing down the entire network. It is the end of the digital bottleneck. Data availability sampling is the technical breakthrough that allows blockchains to scale without requiring everyone to download everything. It is the BitTorrent moment for the decentralized web. Efficiency is about to go through the roof. EIP-4844, or proto-danksharding, is the single most important upgrade for Ethereum scalability. By creating blobs of data, we can reduce L2O fees by 10 to 100 times. The Internet of Value is becoming affordable for everyone. In the forest at dawn, we see that the early bird doesn't just get the worm, they get the best view. Being early in this space is a challenge, but the perspective you gain is your greatest competitive advantage. The governance of the commons has always been a human struggle. For the first time, we have the tools to coordinate thousands of people globally without a central leader. We are rewriting the rules of human cooperation. Optimism and Arbitrum are leading the way in scaling Ethereum. They are the proving grounds for the modular future. By moving the heavy lifting off-chain, they keep the heart of the network decentralized and secure for everyone. ZK rollups are the holy grail of scaling. They offer the security of the main chain with the speed of a private server. As the technology matures, the distinction between Layer 1 and Layer 2 will simply vanish. The multi-chain future is actually a cross-chain future. Users shouldn't care which blockchain they are on. They should only care that their transactions are fast, cheap, and secure. We are building the connective tissue of the web. As the storm passes, we see that only the strongest structures remain. Volatility is the forge that tempers the steel of the blockchain. Don't fear the fire. It is what makes the system indestructible over time. Tokenizing your own time or future earnings is becoming possible through personal tokens. This allows individuals to bootstrap their own careers and give their supporters a stake in their success. It is the ultimate decentralization of talent. Curated registries allow communities to decide what is high quality without a central editor. Whether it's a list of safe tokens or a news feed, decentralized curation ensures that the truth is a collective decision, not a corporate one. The user intent layer will change how we interact with the web. You won't sign complex transactions anymore. You will simply sign a goal, and the network will handle the how. Complexity is the enemy of adoption. Decentralized science, or DeSci, is using blockchain to fund research and share data. We are removing the gatekeepers of academia and allowing the world to collaborate on the biggest challenges, from curing disease to clean energy. By the campfire, we realize that the most valuable things are those that cannot be replaced. Scarcity is the mother of value. In a world of digital abundance, Bitcoin is the only truly scarce thing we have. The endgame of the modular roadmap is a world where anyone can run a full node on their laptop or phone. This ensures that the network remains decentralized, no matter how large it grows. Power to the edges. Liquid restaking is the next layer of capital efficiency. You can secure multiple protocols while keeping your capital productive. It is a complex but powerful way to maximize the utility of every single way in your wallet. MEV Boost is how Ethereum decentralizes the power of block builders. By creating a competitive market for transaction ordering, we ensure that the rewards of the network are shared fairly among all participants, not just a few. The protocolization of everything means that services like ride-sharing, food delivery, and social media will eventually be run by code, not corporations. The fees will go to the providers and users, not the middleman. Standing on the pier, we watch the horizon. The future is always further than it looks, but it arrives faster than we expect. Prepare today for the world that is coming tomorrow. The tide is rising. Bitcoin's Layer 2 summer is here. From stacks to BitVM, we are finally seeing smart contracts and DeFi come to the most secure network on Earth. The king of assets is about to get a lot more useful. Account abstraction means your wallet can have if this then that logic. It can automatically pay your bills, save for your retirement, or trade based on market conditions. Your financial life is finally on autopilot, secure and transparent. Decentralized GPU clusters are the backbone of the AI revolution. By crowdsourcing compute power, we ensure that the most powerful technology in history remains accessible to everyone, not just the massive tech monopolies of the past. The Lindy nature of code means that every day a smart contract runs without a bug, it becomes more trustworthy. We are building a library of immutable financial truths that will stand for centuries to come. In the mountain pass, we find that the hardest climb offers the best view. The journey to decentralization is difficult, but the freedom it offers is worth every step. Look out over the world you helped build. Censorship-resistant storage ensures that the world's history can never be rewritten. By pinning data to a global, decentralized network, we protect the truth from those who would seek to hide or change it for their own gain. The triple halving of Ethereum, the reduction in issuance, the burning of fees, and the locking of supply is a powerful economic engine. It turns the world's computer into a deflationary store of value. The math is undeniable. Parallelized EVMs are breaking the speed limits of decentralized computation. By processing independent transactions at the same time, we can reach the scale of traditional payment processors without sacrificing the core principles of the blockchain. The Internet of Value is the final layer of the web. We had the Internet of Information, then the Internet of People. Now, value can flow as easily and as quickly as a text message. The world is finally connected. Under the desert stars, we see the beauty of the network. Each node is a light, and together they create a map of human trust and cooperation. The darkness of the old system is being pushed back. Sovereign individuals don't ask for permission, they use code. They don't trust promises, they verify the math. They are the pioneers of a new way of living based on autonomy, privacy, and absolute personal responsibility. On-chain transparency means there are no too-big-to-fail surprises. We can see the health of the entire system in real time. This is the only way to build a financial world that is truly stable and fair. Tokenized real estate is the end of the housing gatekeepers. By breaking buildings into digital shares, we allow anyone to build a property portfolio with just a few dollars. The ladder of wealth is finally back in reach. Decentralized compute is the oil of the 21st century. By commoditizing GPU power, we are lowering the cost of innovation and ensuring that the next great AI breakthrough can come from anywhere in the world. In the quiet of the barrel warehouse, we remember that some things take time to reach perfection. Value is aged, it is tested. Don't rush the process. The best results come to those who have the patience to wait. Liquid risk-taking is the ultimate expression of the yield magnet. It pulls in capital from every corner of the ecosystem to secure the new web. It is the fuel for the next generation of decentralized services. Bitcoin's renaissance is here. We are taking the hardest money ever made and giving it the power of smart contracts. It is the ultimate combination of security and utility. The king is truly back on his throne. Pre-confirmations are the end of the loading bar on the blockchain. By getting instant feedback on your transactions, the decentralized web finally feels as fast as the apps you use every day. The speed of light is here. The liquidity layer is the bridge that connects all blockchains into one. No more fragmented markets or siloed assets. It is a single, deep pool of capital that flows wherever it is needed most in the world. Looking out over the morning mist, we see the long-term horizon. True wealth isn't measured in days, it's measured in decades. Keep your eyes on the distance and let the minor fluctuations of today fade away. Governance, too, is the end of voter apathy. By aligning incentives and making it easy to delegate to experts, we are building protocols that are truly managed by their communities. This is democracy at the speed of code. Modular security is the fortress that protects the new internet. By sharing the economic weight of Ethereum and Bitcoin, every new innovation starts with a foundation of total trust. The barrier to entry has never been lower. Quantum resistance is the final shield. We are already building the math that will protect our wealth from the computers of the future. The blockchain is the only system designed to survive for 1,000 years. The end game is hyper-bitcoinization, a world where money is no longer a tool of control, but a tool of freedom. The system has reset. The power has returned to the individual. Welcome to the new world. As the sun sets over the red rocks, we reach the end of this journey. The system is yours now. You have the tools, the knowledge, and the freedom. Build something that will make the future proud. Good luck.